Hey, how's it going? Tennis is full of challenges, especially when you haven't played our sport in childhood. When you are starting, for example, when you are like over 40 years old. Today I'm going to talk about the technical challenges you need to overcome to enjoy your shots more. For example, let's take your forehands. When you're using only your hitting hand, you're losing the potential, the full potential that you can get using both hands. So using your non-hitting hand might be tricky because in everyday life you're using mostly your dominant hand. But in tennis there's a crucial part using your both hands. They work as a team. It's not only the hitting hand. Both hands need to work. If we take a closer look, I'm holding the racket with my non-dominant hand. I'm using my non-dominant hand a lot, especially getting the right distance. I'm using my non-dominant hand for the balance reasons. For example, let's take airplane. Its wings are perfectly balanced. In tennis, we also need it. Both hands work together, keeping our bodies balanced. It's not like this. I'm starting to lose my balance easier. We need our non-dominant hand in every shot. Pretty much number one challenge is to use your non-dominant hand for the serve, for the toss, just to get the correct toss. I think that's the most challenging part in tennis when we talk about technique. When you find that your ball toss is all over the place, try to start really slow and don't think about it as a throwing action. Just place your hand slowly up and try to release your ball toss around eye level. The ball is a quite light object, so you don't need some extra twists before the ball toss. The next challenge in tennis is the body rotation. In every shot, whether it's a forehand or a backhand, we need to rotate our body. And it's so normal when we rotate our body, our head turns away from the contact. Our head tends to turn with the shoulders, but in tennis, we have to keep our head still. So we turn our shoulders, but our head stays still. It's not moving away. Players are doing mostly pretty good job getting sideways, but now the real problem starts. They are not turning back anymore. They are using mostly their arm, sending their arm into solo mission. And it's dangerous only swinging with your arm. You may hit great shots, but overall, you're making too many unforced errors. Let's take, for example, forehand. We need to be turned more than sideways in order to store that energy. And let's take the bow example. If we take our bow back more, the arrow flies more. But if we take the bow back less, our arrow doesn't fly that much. Now the biggest challenge when you haven't played tennis as a child, and definitely when you haven't played any racket sports before, the biggest challenge is the reception skills. In tennis, we need two things. We need sending skills, and we also need receiving skills, where to position ourselves. All the good things can only happen when you have positioned yourself good, when you have a good space prior hitting. Now, in order to hit our good shots, we need to be positioned, we need to be balanced before the shots. Every upcoming ball in our sport is different. They are unique. They are different in terms of height, different speed, different spin, different depth and direction. Whether they're coming slow, whether they're coming fast, whether they are short. When you have good receiving skills, you have a lot of potential to hit your shots well. But when your receiving skills are poor, I think you're going to find yourself in lack of motivation. Your shots are not going the way you want them to go. So it's not all about your shots. You need to be dialed in to your opponent as well. So you can see in which grip they are using, whether they are hitting topspin or whether they are slicing that ball. You need to be aware the upcoming ball's characteristics, how fast the ball is bouncing on which side, etc. To summarize this video, the main challenges you need to overcome is the proper use of your non-hitting hand, the body rotation in our shots, also keeping our head still. It's not moving with the shoulders, so we can't see the ball. And the biggest challenge is our receiving skills. Of course, we can play tennis without any of them, but they give you a lot of fun on the court, and your shots are more consistent, and you have more power when those things are in place. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.